Morning, petrolheads. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of ballistics. Essentially, ballistics is the science of how projectiles, like bullets, move. By understanding the principles of ballistics, we can predict a projectile's path, its impact, and ultimately its effects. Get ready for some serious science, folks. Let's break down the journey of a projectile into 4 distinct phases: internal, intermediate, external, and terminal ballistics. Internal ballistics is all about what happens inside the firearm before the bullet even leaves the barrel. Next, we have intermediate ballistics, a fleeting moment when the bullet exits the muzzle. Once the bullet escapes the barrel, it enters the realm of external ballistics. Finally, we have terminal ballistics, where the projectile reaches its target. Fasten your seatbelts, folks, it's going to be a wild ride. Let's get down to business. Today we delve into the fascinating world of ballistics, starting with the first leg of our ballistic relay, internal ballistics. Internal ballistics is the study of the processes that occur within a firearm from the moment the trigger is pulled until the bullet exits the barrel. This phase is all about the controlled chaos that unfolds within the firearm's chamber and barrel when you pull the trigger. The trigger pull initiates a chain reaction, starting with the firing pin striking the primer. The primer ignites the gunpowder, which burns rapidly, producing a massive volume of hot gas. This gas is what drives the bullet forward. As the pressure surges, it forces the bullet down the barrel, engraving it with the rifling grooves that give it spin. This spin stabilizes the bullet, improving its accuracy and range. The bullet accelerates rapidly as it travels down the barrel, propelled by the expanding gas. The speed and force at which the bullet moves are crucial for its performance upon impact. Finally, the bullet exits the muzzle, leaving behind the spent cartridge and a trail of smoke. This marks the end of the internal ballistics phase and the beginning of the bullet's journey through the air, known as external ballistics. Understanding these processes is essential for anyone interested in the science of firearms and ballistics. The performance of our internal ballistic ballet depends on a few key players. These factors work in harmony to determine the efficiency and effectiveness of a firearm's performance. First up, we have barrel length. The length of the barrel plays a crucial role in the internal ballistics of a firearm. A longer barrel gives the expanding gas more time to push the bullet, resulting in higher velocities. This means that the bullet can travel faster and with more energy. Then there's bullet weight. Heavier bullets need more push to get going. The weight of the bullet affects how much force is required to propel it forward. Heavier bullets tend to have more momentum, which can impact their trajectory and penetration. Different types of gunpowder burn at different rates, producing varying amounts of gas and pressure. The type of gunpowder used can significantly influence the internal ballistics by affecting the speed and consistency of the bullet's propulsion. By carefully selecting the right combination of barrel length, bullet weight, and powder type, you can fine-tune the internal ballistics. This meticulous process allows for optimizing the firearm's performance for specific purposes, whether it's for accuracy, range, or stopping power. But for now, let's move on to the next stage of our ballistic journey, intermediate ballistics. This next phase will delve into what happens to the bullet after it leaves the barrel, but before it reaches the target, a critical stage in understanding the full ballistic cycle. Intermediate ballistics, a moment of transition. This is the transitional stage where the bullet bids farewell to the barrel and enters the open world. The most noticeable element of this phase is the muzzle blast. Then there's recoil, the firearm's way of saying equal and opposite reaction. And let's not forget the visually striking muzzle flash, that bright burst of light accompanying the gunshot. But before we move on to the bullet's journey through the air, let's talk about a device that aims to tame these explosive effects: the suppressor. Taming the blast suppressors in action. Suppressors, sometimes called silencers, attach to the muzzle and work their magic to reduce noise and muzzle flash. Imagine a suppressor as a series of small chambers and baffles. This expansion and cooling reduce the pressure and temperature of the gas, resulting in a quieter, less visible muzzle blast. Suppressors are particularly useful for reducing noise pollution and recoil. Now, with the muzzle blast somewhat tamed, let's follow our bullet as it embarks on its journey through the air in the next phase. External ballistics. External ballistics, a dance with the elements. The bullet has left the building, so to speak, and now it's time for external ballistics to take center stage. As soon as the bullet leaves the muzzle, it's greeted by a host of forces eager to influence its path. Gravity immediately starts pulling it downwards, causing the trajectory to arc towards the ground. Then there's air resistance, which acts like an invisible hand trying to slow the bullet down. Understanding these external factors is crucial for accurate shooting, especially at longer ranges. How can we possibly predict where it's going to land? Well, that's where things get really clever. By understanding the principles of physics and using some nifty mathematical equations, we can actually map out the bullet's trajectory. This trajectory often takes the shape of a parabola, a graceful arc that starts at the muzzle and ends at the target. We can calculate things like the bullet's maximum height, its range, and its time of flight, but for now, let's shift our focus to the final destination of our ballistic journey: terminal ballistics. Terminal ballistics, the moment of truth. After its whirlwind journey through the air, our bullet finally reaches its destination, the target. This phase is all about understanding how the bullet behaves upon impact. Does it penetrate straight through? Does it mushroom or fragment upon impact? Does it transfer its energy efficiently to the target? Understanding terminal ballistics is crucial for a variety of applications, from designing effective hunting ammunition to analyzing bullet wounds in forensic investigations. But before we wrap up our ballistic adventure, let's delve a bit deeper into the world of bullet types and their effects. Bullet types and their impact. There's a dizzying array of bullet types out there, each designed with a specific purpose in mind. Full metal jacket bullets have a lead core encased in a harder metal jacket, typically copper. Hollow point bullets have a cavity in the nose, which allows them to expand upon impact. The choice of bullet type depends on the intended application and the desired terminal effects. But for now, let's explore one final aspect of terminal ballistics: hydrostatic shock. A hydrostatic shock, a deeper impact. This phenomenon is not just about the bullet's path, but the unseen forces it unleashes. Hydrostatic shock refers to the pressure wave created by a bullet as it travels through a liquid medium, like tissue. This wave can cause significant damage beyond the immediate path of the bullet. When a bullet penetrates a target, it creates a cavity, pushing the surrounding tissue outward. This temporary cavity can be much larger than the bullet itself, causing extensive damage. This rapid displacement of tissue creates a pressure wave that can travel through the body, potentially damaging organs and blood vessels far from the bullet's path. The energy transfer can be so intense that it disrupts the function of vital organs. Hydrostatic shock is a complex phenomenon that's not fully understood. Researchers continue to study its effects to better understand the implications for both medical treatment and ballistic design, and with that, we've reached the end of our ballistic journey, from the controlled chaos of internal ballistics to the dramatic finale of terminal impact. The study of ballistics is a fascinating field that combines physics, engineering, and medicine to understand the true impact of a bullet. As we continue to explore and understand these forces, we gain insights that can lead to better protective gear, improved medical responses, and a deeper understanding of the science behind ballistics. The journey of a bullet is more than just its flight. It's about the profound effects it has upon impact. From the moment it leaves the barrel to the instant it strikes, the science of ballistics reveals a world of intricate and powerful interactions. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of hydrostatic shock and the deeper impact of ballistics. Stay curious and keep exploring the unseen forces that shape our world. Understanding ballistics, a crucial endeavor. We've explored the 4 phases of a projectile's journey, from the moment the trigger is pulled to the final impact on target. Understanding these phases is crucial for a wide range of applications, from designing more effective firearms and ammunition to analyzing crime scenes and reconstructing shooting incidents. Until next time, keep your powder dry and your minds sharp.